There, now we'll unmute Tom. Tom's got his mute on backwards and forwards. Welcome to Canucks with Guitars. I'm your host, Ben. There was actually a whole voiceover during the whole intro, except I forgot to unmute or add us back into the stream first before doing it. We'll try it again next week.
I thought I was mistakenly unmuted, so I tried to mute myself, and I realized then I unmuted myself. And I'm like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, there we are. So, yes, Canucks with Guitars, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Ben. That's Terry 3 times, and that's Tommy Douglas down below.
What's up, Terry?
Not too much.
You tell me how your day's been.
It's been pretty good.
I went and got my bloodletting today, got my blood work. They took, put the leeches on me. And
this is an energy I haven't seen out of Tom in about 4 months. I am so loving
you
this.
seem like you're doing a lot better.
Yes. Welcome back. I dig it.
I mean, my throat's still like, I probably have to have vocal cord surgery, which is kind of scary. But other than that, I mean, a lot more energy. So.
Gotcha. Well, let's get to it here. We've already got 22 crazy knuckleheads in the chat, including, unless they're lurking, Dan of New Jersey, my lovely sister Amanda, Absolute Mayhem, Magic Man, our Hungarian homie Music Therapy Laz, Randy Crooks. Did I mention Dan of New Jersey? Did. Perfect. Headstock Harem, Mojo67, who I believe is that little old subscriber out of Texas. Thomas Santiago.
Tinkerbell.
Santiago. Some guy named Terry's 3Gs. Never heard of him. Mark Effects. Zach Thong. George Lackey. Good to see George here. Who else we got? Vin's RJ. Did we mention other left? Just did. Perfect. Tim Thomas. Simon Hosford.
What's up, Randy?
Janice Lala. Gear Junkie 35. JB Page 2.
Oh,
Bobo Roadie, Fruitcake Tony, House of Twang, Billy Baloney, Paul McNary. Scrolling down because I got it up. Tinkerbell. We need an update on Tinkerbell.
Oh.
Dang.
Jared.
Therapy, Laz.
Damn, Laz. Thank you, brother.
Nice.
Trying to get back to a normal voice. I'll be there someday.
Thanks, sis. Yeah, big day today. It was a late night last night, as some of you know. Jarrett, good to see you. I'm going to celebrate with Laz here in a second. I just celebrated. Did I mention Magic Man? Perfect. Let's see. Yeah, long day. Late night. Got sleep around 1:30. Woke up again at 6.
Today?
What's that?
You have any children today?
I did. I kicked Amanda out of the van at approximately 9:40 a.m. 10 minutes later, I kicked her daughter to the curb because by 10:10, is that a time? Well, it is now. By 10:10 a.m., I was loading percussion into the van. A lot of percussion stuff.
Do tell.
Well, there's a video, just a little video, including a little FYI/tip for you roadies out there.
Nice.
Yes. I'm just saying, well, we'll do a slight spoiler. If you're going to load a snare drum, don't place the sticks on top of it.
Yeah.
You know why? Every pothole.
Done that. Oh, there, Terry's got a Tinkerbell sign.
Nice.
Great.
We got Rob from Tesi Switch here. Awesome. More on him momentarily. Maybe, what's the thumbs up situation, folks? Do we have a 2-4 thumbs ups at least? Well, now we're at 33. And Simon, thanks, buddy. And this is just saying thank you for morning coffee entertainment. Perfect.
Thanks for hanging out, man. It was nice for you to. He was hanging out on Tony's show last night too, which I guess for him was sometime in the afternoon or something. I don't know.
Sure. All right, Gear Junkie's got to dip out a bit, refreshing the Scooby snacks, back in an hour, listening on the way home. Perfect. Nice. We got 17 thumbs. Okay, perfect.
18?
Yeah, let's get a few more thumbs going, and then we'll start. We got packages. We got something from the Jungle website.
You got Jungle Packages.
And then
Tesi Packages.
Speaking of which, I should mention the sponsors. I did the sponsors during the voiceover. I forgot, but the mic wasn't on. There's unfucking believable. Perfect.
What's up, man?
Well, they're across the bottom there. Right. That's what I was looking for. Well, I'll look for it to turn it off again. Thank you to LPD Pedals. Excuse me, may or may not still have a flash sale going on, 68 stack, just saying.
Favorite pedal right now.
And the demo of the unnamed Overdrive will be out Friday. I'm allowed to tease it early. We also, we definitely Tesi Switch. Ben, you mention these sponsors each week. Do you actually use their products? Why, yes, I do. Who else do we have there? Reno Fin Custom Guitars, fine maker of guitars and customs. Perfect. Of course, FU Tone. You don't have tone unless you have FU Tone. Specialist in locking trem systems and so much more. Vibraprint, your custom printing solutions. Link down below with coupon code. Perfect. Our preferred American retailers, Flipside Music. Good luck with the move, boys. And of course, our preferred Canadian retailers, Ardens Music, ardensmusic.com. Newly revamped website. If you see it, it's in stock. Wow, that was like a commercial. Perfect. Brad Guitar Miller's here, and we got 21 thumbs ups.
Nice. Ike and Dylan are going to have more room for great used pedals. I always go
all right. Snort, laughed, spit bang energy drink all over the newly cleaned interior.
Oh, jeez.
Nice. And now Tim with the sports. Hey, Milt. So, all right. Well, if we get 30 thumbs up, we'll open up the Tesi Switch. So we'll do this one first because one, it's less things.
Nice.
All right. Now, just because, and I can also do it because we have unfucking believables here. So, because I know he loves it when I use the official Clarendon box cutter, which I'm thinking might have to get rebranded after tonight. Will it fit? I'll have to cut off the trademark, but maybe we'll have the Tesi box opener.
Nice.
My sister's only tuning in for the Tesi unboxing anyways, because apparently she tacked on, you want to save on shipping, Tom? Just tack your order onto mine.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, no kidding.
My brother will pay for shipping. It's all right.
Yeah.
You're like,
well, I can order that for you. I got a guy.
It's going to be $3 shipping, or Ben, it was going to be $3 shipping, but then Amanda put her order on, so your shipping was $19.
It's not blackjack guitar.
You ordered like all the heaviest stuff, right?
All right, so there's two things in the box. Do you want to see the thing for the channel? Kinda. Or the thing that, not really to do with the channel, but keeps me alive?
Both. Terry?
I thought you got that from another source.
All right. Well, the first thing is one of my favorite sidekicks, Asian garlic noodles, honey garlic noodles. Just saying.
Nice.
Hey, Happies. We got 28. We're getting there.
We get Nord.
I like that. See, now Jarrett's got the right idea. If I get in unsolicited items, Ben could use hers as a giveaway.
There you go.
All right. So this is for the shop, we'll say, portion of the channel, because I know you all love the workshop videos.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
For mainly tuners.
Yeah.
And bridges. It demungs stuff. It gets all that mung right out of there.
My mom uses one of those for actual jewelry, but they work really well on any kind of metal.
Well, I have that too. I could throw the old ear piercers in there. Something Michael B. We hit 30 thumbs up. So yeah.
Mine are still pierced, and I haven't had earrings in them in like 20 years.
Yeah, so this should be fun. And the funny thing was, because I don't like to call myself cheap. I'm cost effective. Therefore,
that's me too.
Minimum order for free shipping in Canada is $35 Canadian. Okay.
That's how it is here too, yep.
Which is probably why I ordered the sidekicks, because this was around $35.
Yeah.
So I hit, order it. All right. This is where you want to send it? Yep. This is how you want to pay? Yep. Perfect. All right. Then I see, they pop up. Well, people usually buy this with this. And it was ultrasonic cleaning solution. I'm like, no, don't tell me you got to have the special solution. Now I got to order that. And, and I'll have to put on more stuff to get the $35. So I click back on this and I'm like directions and stuff. It's like, make sure to only use water. I'm like, That I have. I have plenty of water. So, yes, thank you, Sean. Hey, Roadie's Jam Cave. Use it on saddles. Exactly. Like, rather than fighting frozen saddles.
How do they actually work? Is it like a real concentrated high
It just
steam?
vibrates at a super high frequency. I think that's how.
It literally breaks the particles up.
I think so. Well, we'll do a video.
I could ask my mom; she'd be able to tell me, but I don't know.
Yeah,
But does it cook your rice?
I won't be doing pickups in it. That I won't.
You put the rice in Terry after you take out the tuners, unless you do not like tuner flavor, and then you go rice first. You don't want any of that tuner fish flavor in your rice.
There we go. Canucks cleaning the family jewels.
Oh, God.
It's on the Ben's Jewelry channel.
Being frugal. Does it have to be distilled? That I don't know. I'll check that out. Well, distilled is just boiled. That's no big. I own a kettle. I am Canadian because I enjoy a cup of tea on occasion. Just saying. So then we got the box from Tesi. My sister's puking. Perfect. And my sister's making KD for dinner, I noticed.
Set.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Kyan.
Hi.
Hey, Kyan.
Hi.
Hi, Terry.
Ask them how they're doing.
How are you doing, Ben?
Doing very good, Kyan. How was your day?
Great.
Excellent.
Tell them what you did today. Got a workout?
Got workout?
Did your elliptical?
Dude, let's go.
Watch some movies?
Louise?
What else? Did you do any artwork?
Yes. Cool.
Eat
that?
chocolate or meat?
Chocolate molds?
Maybe a little bit later.
Yes.
Or you can ask Uncle Corey to find you some.
Yes.
All right, love you.
Mhm.
Close my door.
There's our Kyan cameo. Hashtag Kyan cameo.
He was having a blast. He wants to make
Cameo with a K, right? Kyan cameo with a K. That's the new hashtag, folks. Oh, and speaking of which,
he wants to melt chocolate down because we have chocolate molds, but all we have now are the little, like the mini little morsel, like Hershey Kiss shape ones. So I have to melt them all down, stir them up, and pour them all in the molds, throw them in the freezer. And in his mind, he wants me to go right now and do that. We'll do it later.
That's awesome.
Love this.
so there we
video.
go. Thanks, Milt. Yeah, the chef. All right. Love the cameos. Perfect. So, yeah, now we got this, and I think we did hit the 30 thumbs up. We got 46 people watching. By the way, shout out to everybody who watched last night. Wow, awesome numbers on last night's show. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. And thanks everybody that came on. And also, I hope to do it in the next day or two, add a new emoji, possibly the glass saxophone.
Nice.
Because of the awesome people that have recently joined the channel or rejoined.
Great.
Because I think it's like, as your debit/credit cards expire sometimes,
That happened to
we're all guilty of it, right?
I told it last month or the month before that happened to mine.
Yeah. And so, yeah. And I'll be honest with you, it's awesome. Like, I'd say 3 out of 4 of you re-up.
Nice.
So finally, we've got past that 30 member threshold, which allows me to do one more emoji.
So now we can keep the lights on, right? Like we want to have intermittent lights.
Yeah, we can even do this. Hang on.
Yeah. Nice. Party time.
Oh yeah. How about we go on to? Let's just slow things down. There we go.
Hey,
What's up,
Aaron.
Aaron? Oh, thank you, Mojo6 Dave. A link down below. There is the affiliate link down below. If you'd like one of these shirts, go to flipside-music.com. Use the link down below. Order yourself a t-shirt. By the way, Michael B, thanks again for ordering the Dutch. I think he ordered it through Flipside because I happened to notice a little commission situation. Thank you. Now we're ready to open a package. All right. Tom's going red. Yeah, see, if I go red, it all caps out. Like, check it out. It's all in the corner. It's all.
You got to see this. Hold on. I'm muting myself because I have to do it. It's mine's by voice. Alexa, turn office to green.
There.
Now I get the whole thing. You like that?
You're not going to throw Ben off at all looking like that.
And on that note, I'm opening a package. First of all, I'm going to say, for the size of this box, the box to tape ratio, we'll get it so you can see the reflection. Like, that's an honest piece of tape, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I dig
Jesus.
that.
It's like a 4-inch piece of tape. Damn.
Yeah. So this is a little bit of me saving up here, there, and everywhere. This is also a couple of months worth of Patreon contributions. So thank you, Patreons. You get your shout outs in a few minutes. So I want to thank all of you because you could try, and those who donated on my birthday show. So all those put together, we got this. We got this. We got this. You just slow your roll there, Aaron. All right, first of all,
You got it.
oh yeah, what's that? Oh yeah, right. That's that. We got
Packing
another box.
paper.
Wow, that's
In a
nice.
box.
It's got heft and or girth. Oh yes. We did get that.
Nice.
More on that in a minute. We also got this. Perfect. Haha, we got those. Plural. I guess that counts as postage due.
Deliver to Amanda.
Hey, Charles. Charles 75N is here. We have the invoice. See? Check it out. Boom. Perfect. Then we got... See, I love this packing material. Oh, this is my favorite packing material. Why? Environmentally friendly. Much friendlier.
Yeah.
Pack with paper, not with foam. Okay? Okay. I said, unless you want to really piss off somebody you're selling something to, then use all the peanuts in the world. All right.
Cake, Tony. Cushman.
All right. So we'll go. Okay. So, oh, wow. Ooh, we got a new decal. We got the new decal. Woo! Supper Cake Tony. All right, Jeff K's here. All right, so we got. All right, we got the new big decal.
Nice.
Yep, sweet.
Oh, cool.
And a DCD die cut decal.
Nice.
Nice.
I dig the die cut decals. And for projects.
I was going to say it's earrings for Amanda.
Tone earrings.
Tone earrings. For
Wait, I got both my ears pierced. I can wear them.
Tone earrings.
We got tone earrings. So we got them. So we got the switches. We got the decals. I'm thinking, too, I need some good-sized decals from some of my sponsors because I'm thinking I could put a, like, up in the along there. Somebody want a big logo. I'm just saying, folks, the amps can come down if you want your logo here. Just saying. Presented by. Right? Right. Of course, you know, more nights a week I'm on. That increases the rate. Oh, let's check it. We got clothing.
Yay. Oh, man.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That I love. That's cool.
I'm digging that. I'm digging that. I'm digging that.
It's got
I
that
like
whole
the color of it, too.
Well, with the showing the controls in the front, it looks like the card panel to one of those Neo Geo, the Japanese like SNK games.
Yep.
That was the best.
Oh, wow. It comes with like a freaking book. All right, first, decal. I have lots of these ones.
Evil octopi.
Yep.
Not kidding.
There we go. Oh, it's got a tone sack. All right, they're doing tone
Oh,
sacks.
nice.
Aaron said, "Now we all know Ben's joystick hangs to the right."
Oh, my God.
Actually, to the left. Touche, Aaron. Actually, to the left. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the rainbow machine.
It's the rainbow butt monkey
Yeah.
machine.
Ben, you want to tell anyone just a brief, like a 5-second, what that does for anyone who doesn't know?
I don't remember, dude. I ordered it like 2 months ago while...
That's why I asked. I figured that's the perfect answer.
Don't care.
Plug it in and try it. Exactly.
Oh, I just remember Rob playing with it when he was on, and I went, "Oh wow!" And then Aaron's just like, "Dude, you got to get it. You're gonna love it. It's useless." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I need this in my life." And
Yep.
so it's not very often I'll buy just something that's just stupid and nice and awesome. Probably won't get a demo. You'll get videos that I may use it, but there won't be a demo. I don't know. It's 6 knobs. Magic.
You got the adult equivalent of, as a kid, getting like the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. There's one at my school that got that, like the rich kid at my school growing up.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, oh.
Now,
Put aircraft.
see, this is what I dig. Plain box, just masking tape.
Yep. Well, you know what? John Tapper, the guy that does the show Bar Rescue, says if they spend that much money, he was talking about pizza, but applies to anything. They spend that much money on the box. Why are you putting all the money advertising on the box? I want to know what's inside.
Yep.
Same as Lawrence's. It's a very nondescript box. Got some writing on the end, maybe one sticker on top. And then you open it, and that's where the gloriousness.
By the way, Amanda needs to text me to let me know when she's working next, because that way I can decide the rest of my week. And also, Mayhem, we need to get together soon. We need to get together soon for a variety of reasons, but also, yeah, check out the Rainbow Machine.
Fruitcake Tony wants to know what happens to it if you don't like it, Ben.
What's that?
Fruitcake Tony wants to know what happens to it if you don't like it.
That's not going to happen.
And John DeShane said, "What's in the box?"
What's in the box? All right. Well, oh, wow. All kinds of bubble wrap. Oh, that's just bubble wrap. All right. Literally.
I have like piles of that I just saved for when I have to pack stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a hex?
That's a hexagonal, 6-sided even rod with a bend in it.
But it's got a bend so you can crank.
It's hard tubing to do water cooling in a PC.
See, Aaron's like, he'll like it. I'll send him these settings, worst case, and he'll keep it there.
I had a water cooled PC like years
All right. It's wrapped in layers of bubble wrap, Tom, is what I'm saying.
Nice.
Yeah. And just with random pieces of masking tape. Like, that's just a dude. Possibly with gray hair, a beard, glasses hanging down like mine. Probably looked over him as much as through them.
Bill, give me another piece of tape. I ran out. Come on. And he gives
What's
him
up, DC Rich?
a 12-inch piece and he just takes and goes, call it good.
Oh, yeah.
That looks painful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's a hip shot.
Is that a B and a G bender?
B bender,
Yeah.
drop D.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing it from.
Boom.
Gotcha. I was looking from that angle. It looked a lot closer. Now I see. When you had
Actually, it'd be boom,
yeah.
boom.
Nice.
That's actually
Which
awesome.
one is that? Is that going on? The one with April O'Neil?
I don't know yet. That's it. I have to narrow it down. But also, yeah, by the way, I was curious. It's all foam in here. So it isn't just going to just grab the finish right off your guitar.
Oh, that's good.
And yes, and you see the holes in the slot.
Yep.
For those who don't know, it mounts through the strap button on the back of your guitar. So there's plenty of options there. Thank you, sis. She works Saturday. So, I got the rest of the week off, kid-wise. Nice.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, and there's a felt pad under this part. So yes, the way it works, this bolts onto guitar, bridge here, then this slides in. Make sure it's opened up. Come on. Oh, I see. It's got gears and stuff, so it only goes in certain ways. Perfect. So then the idea is, once it's in, then we'll look at this, because you're looking down at, you just shift the guitar over, not just your hip, and that's how it bends.
Nice.
And it opens your beer.
Oh, this is going to be, Tom, this is going to be fun.
That's cool though, because you don't have to like do massive surgery on a guitar. It's
And I'm pretty sure,
a lot less invasive.
I'm just going to hazard a guess. Now, I don't watch all the YouTube videos out there by all the YouTubers out there,
On the internet.
but I'll wager an entire box of cold snacks that
Ooh,
nobody's unboxed these two things.
together.
At the same time, no.
I
And
think
I'll also want to mention, how diversified is TesiSwitch.com?
exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Who makes that style B benders? At Wilkinson?
Hipshot.
Oh, Hipshot makes it. They make great stuff.
Yeah.
Both of those companies. I got some Hipshot tuners and
And yeah, it's so 80s. This is what reminds me, like when Dad would buy shit in the 80s, just a plain box, masking tape. But dude, the instructions are just printed out and stapled together.
Rob from Tesi Switch said quite diversified.
Yeah, like that's it. You get blow up schematics.
Oh dear Lord, Quentin James.
Like this is what I'm saying. Like you got to be somewhat, and that's all I need. That's all I want.
You got to know about those technologies and stuff.
Oh, this is going to be so fun. Wow.
You
They
gotta
got all
know
kinds of.
sciences and engineering, right, Terry?
It's as if you bought it from Crappy Tire.
So they have it set up for like what appears to be a top loader style of a photo. I don't know. I'll pull that up. Wow.
Now, Terry, educate me. What's the official name? Is it National Tire or Canadian Tire or what?
What?
Canadian Tire.
Canadian Tire?
Called it
I
Crappy Tire.
always hear people on any channel, either with Canadians or a channel where it is just a channel in Canada, someone living there or who's Canadian, even if they're not there, and they make that joke all the time. Is it that bad, and what are the reasons it's so bad?
Well, the funny part is Canadian Tire brand tires, okay?
Okay.
What they were they would have Goodyear, Uniroyal, Firestone make all their tires, and they're off-brand, basically, just with their own in-store brand on it.
Yeah.
But they would always go for like the highest quality, so they were actually a really good tire.
Yeah.
But then it was just easier to say Crappy Tire, or CT Boutique, or Newfie Speed and Sport, or
Not true. The one set of Crappy tires I had were crappy.
really.
Yeah. they're
Yes,
they're
but that's by the time
sligs.
you're driving. I'm talking, let's say 1920s through 60s.
Yeah, true. True
By
enough.
by the 80s into the 90s, they're outsourced to cheap manufacturer.
Yeah, once they went far overseas, doesn't matter what country, but send it far enough away, and unless you have a person living in that country, man, your quality.
John DeShane, we call it Cambodia Tire out west.
Oh,
Tire. Well,
man.
it used to be you walk in there and it smelled like a parts store / tire store, and now it smells like a Sears.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, because they carry everything, and then you're like, "Where is the
Do
automotive?"
you guys still have Sears? Like a lot of ours shut down.
No, they're all gone.
No,
Yeah.
all gone.
I remember going to Sears as a kid and getting the hot dogs near the automotive department. So great.
Hey, I remember when Kmart still had a cafeteria.
Sears sold. Oh, I remember that too.
Yeah.
Sears sold an Atari that was Atari 2600 knockoff, Sears brand. That's what I had.
Oh yeah. I think I remember that.
Yeah, interestingly enough, we're talking tires. It didn't. I totally forgot. Earthquake toy, handmade in Akron, Ohio. What's also in Akron? Goodyear.
Chechnya tire.
Chechnyan Tire.
Is tire is good. Sure. Wow, I've got
Canucks Tire.
I'm just looking, I'm like, this is
Toys R Us.
Christmas. I'm just like, finally, this is here. This is here.
You guys still have Toys R Us, Amanda says?
See, Montgomery Ward, I don't know if I ever. They didn't have them or
We
in
used
Canada.
to call that Monkey Wards.
Oh, okay. Billy says Earthquaker's just down the road from him. And I did see Quentin in here as well. Yeah, he says he's only lurking because of
We
Aaron.
did too, Aaron. Aaron said they called it, he wrote Nunky, but I assume he means Monkey Wards growing up. We called it the same thing when I was a kid. And the funny thing is, my mother is from the greater Chicago area, and she calls it Monkey Wards. That's where she grew up. She grew up in
Woolworths. Yes, I remember Woolworths having the counter. They didn't have as much the cafeteria as like the lunch counter style.
Yeah. So I wonder if it's that. I wonder if it's maybe that's a Chicago thing.
That makes
we
me
do
think
have
of
Toys
like
R Us
all
still in
those
Canada.
ones. It was like Woolworths, Byway, and
Oh, there we go.
Did anyone have so we had a grocery, not the grocery store, so you guys probably wouldn't have had it in Canada.
By the way, folks, this is the food portion of the show because
Anyone-
people always every week you end up talking about food at some point.
Anyone living in the East Coast of the U.S. would know there was a small, mostly in Pennsylvania, but a small supermarket chain called Wise. But they used to have a deli counter, and then they also had a luncheonette area, and you could go and buy any steak you wanted, and for 50 cents they would cook the steak for you, and then you'd order like a drink or fries or whatever.
Sweet. I would totally do that. That's like the world's cheapest
Go
steak.
for lunch, and they would get like an amazing steak that'd be 20 or 30 bucks at the restaurant for like $7 or $8. So it's either $7.50 or $8.50, whatever.
And then still have a professional cook it.
Yeah.
Nice. So Bethalco says, did they have Son? I assume pronounced or Wolco. Well, Wolco was like the
We had Woolworths.
I think
yeah.
they called it
Woolworths and Wolco was
Sam's.
they're kind of the same, but
It's the
different
same as,
markets.
same as 5 and 10.
Yeah. Do you remember
Lowercase.
Towers? Yes, I remember Towers. I got banned from the local Towers.
Tower Records.
Because I'm just saying, Tony mentioned he got a lot of his first albums at Sears. I got a lot of my first albums at Towers. I didn't pay for them, but I got a lot of them. And then they caught me one day. Yeah.
What are you
Question
talking
for the
Mayhem, you have
panel.
a question.
Yes, question for the panel. What? Yeah, because it's a Q&A show too. We did the unboxings. Q&A. Perfect. Yes, love it. What are your thoughts on the Foo Fighters releasing the DGs album? Well, I mentioned it last week, Mayhem. I saw the video. It was life-changing.
Why is it called DGs? Is it like a Bee Gees thing?
Well, they're doing a bunch of Bee Gees covers, I think. I thought it was just one Bee Gees too, and on a cover or an album of covers. But if it's all Bee Gees covers, give her, because Dave's singing in the falsetto.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, you should be dancing. Oh man, they were just kicking it. Pat Smear not happy, just standing there, just
That's funny.
staring at the stage. Every once in a while, looking over and snarling a little at Dave. What do you make me do? We used to have independent grocers associations here in Canada as well, IGA, if you will.
Yeah, the next town over from me had a saying in it. But that place has been a dollar store for like 5 years.
Okay, Mayhem, that doesn't make sense. He says, nope, it's all Bee Gees and some other disco. So is it all Bee Gees or is it Bee Gees and other disco?
Or is it Bee Gees do disco?
Did I ever tell you my the first class I ever had at University of Miami with RJ? It's a Saturday morning class that we both had, sight reading for guitar. And our instructor was Matt Benelli, who was for years the touring bassist for the Bee Gees.
BC Rich says Pat Smear is really mailing it in. I thought that he left. Well, you could tell he didn't. He's not pro the project. You get, like, if you read body language at all. Like, I'm not saying Pat's ever happy-go-lucky.
He always looks melancholy.
Yeah. But
he looked extra, not into it.
well, like they say, I bet you if I do this, he didn't move within a circle of my arms.
So his face was telling you here for the paycheck.
Well, he's looking at the floor the whole time.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if he was trying to do that for the video, and if he made eye contact with anyone, he would crack up. Maybe, I don't know, but
Yeah. He always seems so serious, but then I've seen interviews with him where he's like giggling and goofing around.
yeah, and it was
Can't
like
get a result.
Billy's like disco sucks. And so, I will say after fucking today's music with the auto tune and the beatboxes and everything, I appreciate disco because disco is the same thing, only with actual instruments, and you have like 8 people just giving her.
He said, DC Rich 581 said RJ and Ben Tom's sight reading disco hung over at 9 a.m. on Saturdays. Well, thankfully it didn't 10 a.m. It was 10 till like 11 or 11:30. Might have been 11:30, might have been an hour and a half. It sucked. But we were actually sight reading jazz charts, like mostly Charlie Parker stuff. But disco would have been more fun, I think. I wish it was.
Well, especially you watch
And who was the disco deck?
Well,
disco ruined my teenage life, Billy Blunt.
What's his name? Shiflett there. All he was doing, he's standing there just dancing away, and all of a sudden he'd go, diddly, diddly, diddly. Like, that's it. You know, because it's all bass and, like, the poor bass player. He's like, dude, when I joined the band, I was going, doom, 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 doom. Like, he's boom, boom, doo, 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 doo. Yeah, he's just like, geez, what are you doing? Brian Spalding.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian.
Gotcha, Bethalco. Yeah, and Simon agrees with me. At least people were playing that shit. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
On the one. Just, I remember watching a whole thing about that because the way how funk ended up going into disco, and it was literally a slight timing shift.
Let's be honest, though. Disco was about like having some, performance powder and just trying to get laid. You know,
Powder. That's like Mitch's powder, but
Mitch Heyman. Heyman was into the disco era. Ask him about it. He'll tell you. Tinkerbell said, cocaine and casual sex really helps make disco palatable. There you go. It's exactly what I'm saying. They didn't care what it sounded like.
No, it's just that beat, because they knew, okay, if we do this many beats per minute, it's a groove.
Well, there's actually like scientific calculation on what should be the BPM to get people in that kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a great disco song, the guitar noodle over.
Baby making music is important.
Yeah, I see it's half and half. And there's Martin Lemaire, Craig Tomlinson. Yeah, it's a mixed crowd. We've got a split.
Wait,
Amanda enjoys disco. She's got the moves.
You got to put that up right above her comment. Mayhem nailed it. Disco sounds like cocaine.
Hey, Village People was part of the disco era.
I thought it sounded more like VD.
And then there was Funkadelic.
Parliament Funk, yeah.
Edwin Crane. Maybe making music is important. Exactly. That's the thing. I just remember even as a kid, like when you put on like Solid Gold or something like that, and they weren't playing to just a record. They had a live band. I'm like,
Yeah.
people up there.
Well, the stages were shallow, so the trombonists are leaning up to do their thing, but they had a full band,
Oh, yeah.
We should be thankful auto-tune didn't exist back in the disco era.
They didn't need it. They knew how to play.
No, but I mean, like,
Randy Greer had it. Yeah,
disco
exactly.
was
That's what
bad.
killed it. Disco was great until they started faking it, because then it was basically the auto-tune of the day, Terry. The overproduction, just that sanitized.
Yeah, true enough.
Because it was a bunch of studio musicians laying down slick tracks with token pop singer out front, as opposed to here's our band of 10 people like P-Funk. Oh, I'm sure the disco smelled. Exactly, Buzz. George Clinton described funk as holding out on the one for as long as you can.
And be safe out there, Martin Lemaire. Riding a motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah, mass production.
And congrats on having a new motorcycle, but still.
Yeah.
We hope you're safe out there on it. There's lots of motorcycle accidents in the last few years.
Well, it's always been the way. I had a cousin, or Amanda and I, we have a cousin that had he got T-boned at an intersection in L.A. Guy ran a red light. He was on a bike, and the other guy wasn't.
Yeah, I know 3 people
In the hospital a long time, and he lost use of one arm. But other than that, he's basically come back, and it took a long. and he was hoping to become a professional motorcycle racer at the time. And that,
I had two friends and one classmate acquaintance died from motorcycle accidents. You know? And then I knew another guy. I didn't know him well, but I knew him music school. That he went out on, the coastal highway down near the beach, going about like 20 miles an hour, dry, sunny. And what happens in Miami is all of a sudden it rains like the heavens turned a faucet on, and he just skidded out. Going at 120. No gear on or nothing.
Hey, Adam, I'm just right. Brad's like, let's not forget about that great Kiss disco album. Yeah, and I mentioned Stones too as well.
I will say that, Mayhem said motorcycles are two-wheel coffin. I will say, of the 6 motorcycle crashes I know, like people, they either are people I know or related to people I know, and 4 of those I knew personally. 5 out of 6 were someone else's fault, and it was either a car or a truck, or a vehicle, not him or her on the motorcycle, and not another motorcycle. So that's
not Frank.
Watch out.
The other types, it's you'll have a patch of dirt, gravel on the road, the wrong spot,
Pothole.
You can catch out any rider. I don't care how good a rider you are. Like certain conditions, Oil on the road,
yeah. Black ice, a lot of things.
Well, you're not riding during black ice, I hope, Tom. You're a hardcore. Like, we don't even do that in Canada, dude.
Oh,
people
around here get naughty, dude. People around here get crazy, man. That's why I don't ride a motorcycle. Like my kid won't. I would love to get a motorcycle. My kids will. They've never, since they were like 4 or 5 years old. They know I'm like an adrenaline junkie. They will not let me get one because I'd be dead in a year. I know I would. I wouldn't last a year. I'd get on the highway every time, and I'd want to go like 120. I'm admittedly I'm an adrenaline junkie, But
Rob from Tesi's back. Welcome back, Rob.
I can imagine all those Americans would think that some of us Canadians were crazy because some of us would actually take motorcycles out onto the ice.
This is just a product catalog. I was hoping it was a whole.
That's the only reason, Ben. I do so much cardio to try and tire myself out, so I don't have all that energy to want to go do crazy stuff.
What's up, Symmetry?
Hey, Symmetry.
Who else did I see pop in there? Frank Corcoran. I see Frank in here.
And no problem, Tinkerbell.
Oh, before I forget, I want to mention the patrons before we get right to the end of the show and stuff. So,
and really quick, front level midlight. He said, "I don't do motorcycles. I enjoy the safety of doors. All it takes is one shitty soccer mom," and that's unfortunately exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I thought bikes were dangerous before the days of cell phones.
This mom was not paying attention, driving on her phone, blew a light and just T-boned him. He died instantly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Spalding played briefly in a funk band in the 90s. It was fun, and the disco tunes got everybody on the dance floor. I also got to noodle a lot during the extended verses. Also helps with rhythm play, no doubt.
Yep.
Magic Man said it was a head-on collision because the Prius driver didn't see him. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, he had a bad bike accident. That's right.
Oof.
All right. So rather than leaving it right till the end of the show, let's mention our patrons because they don't stand out like the channel members, but they're just as important. The channel members, they're in the green. They got toques or they got the logo if they're new to channel membership. And there's links down below for Patreon or the channel membership. There's a join button for that. And I want to thank, oh, wait, did I put it out? No, I didn't. Let's put it. And there's the address as well. Bingo. Boom. I want to thank Guitar Man 45, Paul McNary, Mickey Settlemeyer, Joe C, Keith H, Knucklehead 0, unfucking believable, Charles 75N, John ZD 351, JP Page 2, Jose Benito Martinez Jr., Fruitcake, Tony Bent, Tom, Blackjack Guitar, Grumpy Mike Guitar, Craig Thompson, Cousin Todd Flowers, Charles Green, Brad Guitar Miller, Absolute Mayhem, and CJ.
For a second, I thought you were say everyone with their last name was Guitar.
There's a trend of the subscribers of this channel, Terry. They don't tune in just for the food, is what I'm saying. There's 3 of them are tuned in just for the cold snacks. Not gonna lie. There's 2 that are just loitering because they're waiting in life for something to happen. I don't know. They're outside waiting for somebody to come out to get in the car, so they're just watching just to kill time. It's a lot. There's 4 people that have. You think they're watching, but they're asleep, and they fell asleep with their devices open. So they'll drop off as their devices power down or lock or what have you. And it's 2 out of spite.
Yep.
Some are lurking like Preston Smith. Preston, update? You can text me. Just saying.
So Charles 75N, gentlemen, I have an Epiphone LP Junior that needs eye facelift, but I'm assuming that's a facelift. I can't decide if I want to go fabric top and back or a really cool color. Thoughts? You could do both.
There's not enough fabric tops in the world. Go for a fabric top. So Buzz shows up for your t-shirt collection, Terry. I like it.
Thanks, Buzz.
Jarrett's
How about
asleep.
that?
Unfucking Believable's just here for the calendar. Perfect.
My
He
buddy
was here because he's dead inside. Yep. House of Twang's also asleep.
My buddy's
And smokestacks. Oh, see, now that was funny. Now Terry reads off this comment from Charles, right? He goes, "Oh, there's a comment there from Charles 75N." I look up, but the one I saw was just put a cold snack in the freezer.
There you go.
So, anyways,
57.
back to the LP
Simon.
Junior thing. That's what I
What's
would
on
say.
fuzz pedals, fellas?
Ben, do you ever watch Texas Toast? Yeah, I do. I don't get to catch it live because I'm usually setting up for this, but I do catch it on replay, and those are great guys.
Yeah.
Hung out with them on more than one occasion. Loitered in their booth for extended periods of time at Summer NAMM in 2019.
Matt and Mrs. Toast are awesome, and Chris
It's
is
like
awesome
nice
as well.
Chris is a great guy. Chris is a wealth of knowledge, and Matt is willing to share his knowledge, but it's like, Chris, all you have to do is ask, and he'll tell you. But he's just one of those guys. He's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I thought this was Bill McKnight's channel, but he was too lazy to leave.
I'm seriously thinking about selling off one of my guitars so I can have the funds to go down when they start it up again and do one of their classes. Just because that would be such a great experience because they're such cool guys, like so mellow, just chilled out,
Yeah.
And
Like,
that's one thing
there's
too.
no BS. They'll tell you like either that's crap, don't use that wood, or that's bullshit marketing, don't use that. That wood's fine. You know what I mean? They'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Let's see here. Rob, I'm going to get through a few comments here. Rob says, I've got a fabric top going on my Wolfgang.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You got
Oh,
a
I
picture
know.
of it, like of the material?
Let's see here. Jarrett says, everyone, why Gibson Customs come without locking tuners?
Because they're stuck in the 1950s.
Yeah, spite and pride.
They need to get a younger person in there. and I'm not
Price.
saying-
Not like they don't
Tom,
charge
I'm not
enough
gonna
for a
ask them
Gibson
to, like,
Custom.
bring them into the 21st century,
Tom, I'm just going to say it right here, right now. When I got into playing in 89, 88, 89, even by then, industry standard was you rip the Clousons off the Les Pauls and put the Grovers on.
Grovers. Every
Right?
time.
Yeah.
And we have known that at least, I'm going to say, going back into the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay? We're in 2020. So for 50 years, we've been ripping tuners off. And why don't they all come with Grovers?
The one guy who's one of the big sellers on the West Coast of like 5960 burst said that the Grovers, as an upgrade, if they were old ones from the 70s, are considered not really a devaluation now as much as they used to be because everyone did it, even to old Les.
Well, that's the other thing. Gibson, then they just jump the shark and they go, no, not lock tuners, robo tuners. They just go too far. And I want to think symmetry.
They'll go too far instead of locking tuners, and they'll make it a headless Les Paul.
All right, so let's come up with a 10-point checklist. It's only 3 1/3 each for buying used. All right, Terry, give me two things that you want to look for on the checklist.
Has strings.
Okay. That's something. Okay.
Has all
Another one?
parts.
Okay. So a complete guitar. It's got to be a complete guitar.
Got to be a complete guitar.
All right. Tom?
I would check what its resale value is to see what the true value of the item is, because if it doesn't hold value, then I would buy. Then you got to make a decision: are you never going to sell it? If you're
Yeah.
never going to sell it, buy the $5,000 guitar that no one's going to want to buy from you. But if you might decide to upgrade or just get rid of it, buy something that's going to hold your value. That's one thing I would say.
Okay.
I would also say
Check relative value. Basically compare relative value versus what they're asking for it.
yes. So that would be my other thing would be find at least 10 or 20. Sometimes I go crazy and get 50 or 100 sources where it's sold, and go to like eBay sold or Reverb sold and get the actual price it's sold for, and get your own statistics, because you can't trust what Reverb or eBay says what the price should be, because they have the ability to change that. That's their algorithm writing that graph. So do your own research in that sense. Find out what like a fair price is for it. And then my third tip, if we're going to do 3 and a third, I'll do 3. My third one will be know what you're willing to pay. If you want a pedal that normally goes for $189, but you're willing to pay $200, and they're starting to get rare and they go for $250 now, and you said at the beginning you're only going to pay $200, wait it out. You'll be much happier. But if you really need it for a gig that's going to make you money, then maybe spend the money. But in general, if like at this point in my life, I'm only playing at home, I'm not going out in gigs or practicing with anyone except a couple friends locally, I can wait. So that would be my third one. Hold fast at what price you're willing to pay, not what the market says.
All right. Based on that answer, I'm going to do 6 bullet points because we got about 5 more questions to do here.
There you go.
Look at the truss rod.
Yep.
Nut or opening, if it uses an Allen key, make sure she's not hogged out. Make sure it works. Assuming they allow you to touch the guitar. Big checklist item right near the top. Will they let you look in at the guitar? If they, I don't know, man. Well, you know what? You just knocked off 15% off its value.
If they've got something to hide, they're not going to want to show you.
Exactly. Pull off the control cover. See if it's just a hodgepodge of scabs and blisters, or is it factory?
Yeah.
Look at the frets, fret denting. Is it going to need frets in 6 months or next week or never? Who knows?
And I would look for body cracks. I mean, you can usually tell.
Look at the nut.
Yes.
As well.
And look at the bridge. Look at the bridge from behind, because often if it's a tremolo or even a solid bridge guitar, but if it's a big enough cutout for the bridge, often that's where bodies will split if they're 2 joined pieces or even 5 joined pieces. If the joint is somewhere underneath the bridge, that's often where they'll dry out and start to split.
Yeah. And definitely, look down the neck, make sure the neck's straight, it's not twisted. If it's overly
silly stuff too, like if he's got a little amp, plug it in just to make sure that like it's actually getting.
I was gonna say make sure both the pickups and the switch work.
Make sure the pots aren't crackling, making funny noises. Because if nothing else, every one of these things is $1 or $2 or $5 off when you go to negotiate the price, and you shouldn't have to do it. You should be paying. If a guitar is $500 and used, you're going to pay $350 for it. It should be $350 in pretty much working condition, no question.
I'm going to bring, Jarrett brought up a good one. Mayhem. Look for a sag in the bridge.
And unbelievable that it's now a 50-point checklist.
Yeah. So there's some there. I also wanted to get to Simon had asked thoughts on fuzzes. Like them? Hate them? Terry?
Hate them.
I have 2.
Hate them. Love them now.
Okay, so that's 2 lovers.
I got to be honest, though, I don't love the Velcro tape. Like, I don't love that like modern like pop punk kind of like.
No, you like fuzz in the traditional sense.
I want a traditional fuzz, and OG kind of fuzz.
Yeah,
like 70s.
I like variable style fuzz. So,
which one?
Well, I really do dig the
Robot Master Switch.
El-Ray FX Lucha Fuzz. That's what I've been using lately.
Now, what type of fuzz or what style would that?
That's a Big Muff style.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
And then, of course, I got the Voodoo one by Joyo.
Buzz Wilson brings up a good one here. Question for, about nut files. Shouldn't they match the string gauge? But that's not what I'm seeing when shopping. Some companies like Solo, they do label them like a 9 through 42 set, for instance. But that's not to say that's the width of the files, 9 through 42.
Ben, you might have to help me when you come up or when I come up.
Personally,
I've never replaced a nut.
I always buy pre-groove. I don't build from scratch. So
I need new nuts.
I don't have the patience to build a nut from scratch. So when I am doing nut filing,
fret this too, because I tried to just buff them up, but these frets are pretty garbage shot. They're so flat. They've just become flat wide. See what I mean?
Yeah.
They started
there's
jumbos, and they're just
exactly. That's what I was going to get to, Rob. He says, you want the nut slot a little bigger than the string gauge. I do the old sandpaper trick. Don't be aggressive, but with a medium to fine grit, and just wrap, make a V in the sandpaper around the string, and just a light pass or two.
Now, here's the question though.
Not the string under tension, Terry.
What am I going to do? Because the traditional nut was this thing that Schecter did, where it literally just was glued on the end there.
You know what I would do?
A Fender roller nut.
Ooh, but no, that's not what I would do.
Work
is put in a wood block and cut a new nut slot.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that would be another option.
Just a piece of maple.
So just
a couple pieces of dowel, like basically
a piece of maple across here, and then just cut the new slot in between.
Yeah, and I would probably even do it like a old Floyd Rose nut, where two pieces of dowel where the nut where the screws would be.
You know what? Maybe I'll just take it to someone and put like I don't know what the width is, an R2, R3, and just turn it into a Floyd Rose locking nut.
Well, you could do that.
I just want it to be usable again. This is the neck I played all through.
Thank you very much, Charles.
I played this. This is pretty much the guitar I played exclusively for about, I don't know, like 10, 12 hours a day for like 12 years. Yeah. And it wore off completely. But it's a great neck. Well, except for up here. Didn't wear off.
I was going to quickly add to the other point about buying used. Another great point that I'm going to throw in here is don't buy something that is out of your range. So like if it needs a lot of repairs or if it needs a lot of parts and it's something you can't do and or can't afford the replacement parts for, don't buy it.
Thoughts on Kaler trims? I've never tried one. I want to.
I've never tried one.
I've ever tried one.
I've seen them, but I haven't seen one in person since I was a wee child. Back when I think there was a couple of Kalers on possibly some Charvels or Charvettes.
Did you see the video? Sorry, but I saw Quentin in the chat saying, "Remember the Washburn Wonder Bar."
I try not to.
Did you see Quentin's video that he posted of him when he was like, must have been like 20 years ago, maybe? And he's wearing the outfit from that picture where he's the hat backwards. And he's got all like, this. And
he's wearing his knee pads?
Yeah, knee pads. I said, yeah. It's that picture. It's the video from that picture.
Oh, dear Lord.
And he's ripping it up. And it's funny to see because he can shred, but it's funny to see a young Quentin shredding. He was like, yeah. Like,
because he was pretty fly for a white guy. And to quickly answer Amanda, no, that isn't a bad thing considering how small boxes of KDR are now compared to in the past. You hardly get much out of a box of craft dinner anymore compared to, say, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
All right, I'm just going to do this to Preston if he's still watching. If not, I'll do this to your message after the show.
Ooh.
It was the 90s, bite me. We know it was spandex, apparently. But you know what it is? What you don't see, Tom, he claims it's spandex, like he was wearing spandex pants underneath. But I think he was wearing spandex knee wraps.
I know.
Compression.
Yep.
Oh, Preston's right there. Perfect. He's multitasking. He's on multiple devices and such.
Preston,
Nice.
gotcha.
Yep. Excellent.
Quentin James. It was the 90s. Bite me.
So, yeah. So, well, we might as well basically announce it. So, more than likely, Preston Smith this Sunday, hanging.
Nice.
He's coming back.
Awesome.
House of Twang. Thank you very much.
Nice. And Canadian, too.
Thanks.
That's right.
Love
Great.
it.
Because I know who you are kind of thing. Awesome. Thank you very much, House of Twang. Hey, Terry just chuckles as Terry chuckles.
Oh no, Quentin is unfriending us.
You can't do that, Pops.
Come on, Pops.
Any new Canuck bands to look out for? Thomas Duffy asks.
As soon as I get home tomorrow, Pops.
Yes. I'm going to mention two. I don't know, Tom, did you happen to tune into last week's Nez Says?
Did I?
I don't remember.
What were you talking about?
Well, part of it was there was an article in the new, recent, current Guitar World on 5 upcoming new classic rock bands, we'll say.
Okay.
All right. Now, a couple on the list should not be on the list as any kind of up and coming, like the Struts. They're not new.
Why would they say they were new?
Rival Son, not new.
Not new either.
No. However, 2 Canadian bands, one of which I hung out with at Voodoo Rock Fest one year for slightly extended. Mayhem was there too, I think. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. But anywho's, ironically enough, both bands out of Oshawa,
Okay.
Zach Thong's hometown, also
So is
hometown.
that pretty close to you?
It's an hour west.
Okay. So not too
Also hometown of the Killer Dwarves and Harem Scarum. So
Oh.
music history out of that town.
Nice.
You know, it's a motor city. You know, they got a GM plant. They had a GM plant. Yeah, I think it's closing down now. They're currently kind of might have a GM plant. So, you know,
So they're
factory
better
town.
than Detroit.
East End of Toronto. 2 bands out of there. 1, Crown Lands, a duo. Actually, both bands are duos. Crown Lands. I want to say Cody and Zach. Drummer and bass player / guitar player. It's like Rush meets Zeppelin meets White Stripes.
Well, that sounds cool.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Really cool. And plus, let's just say, Tom, they were the only band with at their merch table. They had tie-dye tank tops.
Ooh, nice.
No matter what you did this weekend, your weekend was not as good as this guy. You know that meme?
Yeah.
He's got like a white shirt on with like a juice stain, and he has sunglasses that are like tubular, like neon glowing, kind of trippy, like rave festival looking thing. I would say that to my buddy Corey. No matter what you did,
Right, also home of the Oshawa Generals. And the other band, which when I saw them, it was just a duo. Well, but now they're more of a duo all the time because they're also a married couple. The Standstills. Great band. He likes to play his hollow bodies with a lot of fuzz into a Mesa Boogie, but a cleaner Mesa Boogie, not like a rectifier. And she's just killer on the drums.
So
They had a big hit.
Fenderish tone.
What's that?
More of a Fenderish kind of tone than the cleaner boogie.
Yeah, but with like
6L6 kind of-
overdrives and octaves, and he has one of the was it the SM55s?
Oh, yeah,
Like he's got a pompadour, you know, where it goes up, out, and back.
What are they called?
Pompadour.
No, I mean, what is the group? The
Oh,
duo?
Standstills.
I'll have to look that
I
up.
I think
like
all
that
one
name.
word. Yeah, I saw them open for the Tea Party. They're really good. I only caught the end of their set, unfortunately, because we're running a little late, but they were so
Does she
good.
have blonde hair?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen them before on YouTube.
Yep. They also do
I didn't know they were
Black Betty.
from Ontario. Wow. I'll have to check them out, yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. Them and the Crown Lands, really good
What
couple of
was, the Badlands, was that their album, the most recent or pretty recent?
sounds familiar.
I think, let me see if. Yeah, this is the one I heard. It's some song called Wild. It's got like a picture of some like mythical looking like a woman above the earth on the front.
Okay, I'm not lying, but my phone, I'm pretty sure Simon Hosford just butt dialed me because I saw my phone light up. Simon Hosford calling, and then it went away again. You butt dialing me, Simon? If you want to call into the show, we could try. I could hold the phone up. Hey, Super Gigawatt. We're getting close to wrapping things up here. I just realized, wow, I lost track of time. I have to get into the playing the glass saxophone on occasion. I'm really, you know what I'm doing right after this? Even though I'm supposed to be doing my homework, well, you know what?
I'd tap that.
Hey, we haven't. You did. I thought you did, buddy.
Tell him to call back. We can hear his voice real quick.
I didn't realize. I didn't think we were connected in
We
that
can have
way.
like a 1 minute chat on the air.
Oh, that's nice.
You have a
How
1
did
minute
he call me? I don't think he had my number, dude. That's weird. But yeah, we're thinking. Doug keeps messing me. Are we good for tomorrow for NAS Canucks? And I'm thinking maybe there's a 2-week holiday after this week. Maybe we'll just keep off air and I can play with this instead. Because otherwise I got to watch a lot of races just tomorrow.
Well, you still got an excuse. You don't have the upgraded cable yet.
Well, yeah, that's right. Well, although it is clear, they did tweak it. That's all I know.
Oh, so they...
Yeah, it's not quite... It hasn't been glitchy for a couple of weeks now.
Oh,
So,
God.
After having no cable for like 2 or 3 weeks. Did we ever get an update on Tinkerbell? If his jaw's broken tooth?
Yeah, I was just going to say, what was up with that, Tinkerbell?
Because he was looking pretty rough last night. Yeoman's effort. Hey, Eddie Van Haskell. So yeah, I'm not going to plug it in on air because I don't know what.
Give me 5 seconds. I got a like hairball in my throat dryness. I
know one thing, Terry. We're not starting with these settings because that's like a lot of stuff just dying. I'm thinking so, Jeremy. I saw that spoiler. Oh. There we are. Okay. We'll wait for Tom to get back. Because you'll be able to see what the Fabric Wolfgang's going to look like. Oh, Buzz. Thanks very much, dude.
Yeah. Welcome, Buzz. Awesome, and thank you.
Appreciate it. Just for that, we won't even go off air till Tom gets back.
Oh, but where's the fun of that?
Come back and we're off air.
Or totally gone, period. What? Huh? There was a question by Robot Master Switch. He said, what do you think of lipstick pickups, tone and feel and vibe?
I like them as single coils, not when they're doubled up as humbuckers. They're a piss poor humbucker.
So
yeah, that's my honest opinion. Because
Wilson.
Yeah, he's a new channel member. See what? A lot you miss an episode, miss a lot, right, Tom?
Well, what happened was, I'll be honest with you. I'll come clean. My buddy Corey came over tonight, so I was doing some stuff with him, and we wanted to work on some music stuff. He's one of these guys that's like so naturally gifted. He was a bass player. Hadn't played bass in probably, I would say, I don't know, several years or more. That is amazing. And is the fabric he's using just from like a fabric store?
I think so.
Fabric. Who is he having to do it? Could you tell us in the chat, maybe?
I'm guessing not Texas Toast.
Because I'm curious, because I have a guitar that I would be really interested in doing that too. So I'd be curious if he could send you the info or send me directly, or if he wants to just send it to you and you can send it to me. I'd love to know who's doing it for him because I have that done on.
Now I know. Simon called me through.
It is Joanne Fabric. So, Rob.
Okay.
If you're okay with that, unless it's a one-off thing and they don't want to do anymore, I would love to. Oh, it was CHS. Okay, great. I'll contact them then.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Greg at CHS Custom.
He's a player too.
Yeah, he is.
He's a player.
Sounds like pretty silent switching. Like
Yeah,
it's in theory, it's not clicking, but it's still kind of.
I don't know if he still does, but a while ago, Craig had some pictures up. He had like the Eddie Van Halen tour rig, like the whole thing, like even the H&H power amps, like the correct ones.
Oh yeah. Here's a quick party thought. I played a 5150 replica today.
How was it?
Oh, really?
Buddy of mine built it.
Nice.
It was nice. I think he started because they hadn't released the 5150 yet, right, by EVH.
Yeah.
So he took the striped series, but he redid the headstock and put the Kramer logo on it instead of EVH.
Okay.
And he got the perfect size, and it's just, huh?
I love when you do that, Ben. It just. Yeah, that's awesome. What do you?
Interesting. Simon and I have the same faith tattoo.
Oh, that's cool.
It is yours, your ex-girlfriend's name, or ex-wife. Hey, Hog Rotten. Boner Jams.
What's up, Boner Jams?
Just getting ready to do
Hey,
parting
Boner.
thoughts and Boner Jams, and Hog Rotten shows up.
I hope you have loud music with a couple blast beats on, and you're keeping it high and hard.
Good. Yeah, I want to play that Rainbow Machine.
I was going to tell you real quick. So my buddy Corey, who's
Yeah.
a bass player, hasn't picked up a bass or anything for amounts of time. I think for a number of years, and then he went and bought like a Squire. I set it up for him and took it home. And he was like, after setting it up, and I spent like 4 or 5 hours. I mean, I got those frets like glass,
Right.
except for the pickups. I mean, they were. And the tuners could use a little bit better. Tuners goes a little bit out of tune. But damn, if it doesn't play, like, great. So he took it home. He was playing it, and he's in there in the other room right now. That I went in to, because I had to grab a drink. And I'm talking to him like, motherfucker, I'm like, did you play guitar a lot before when you were a bass player? And he goes, no. I'm like, you're just progressing that fast. He's in there playing, like, movable chords and more kind of like open voice jazz chords. He's like, no, I'm just doing it by ear. Like, son of a bitch. Some people just have it.
Okay, Simon. Cool. See, Mom's name, totally different. Well deserved. What did I unbox?
Nice.
Super Chick. Geez, I just put it back in the box. Okay, so we got t-shirt, decals.
Definite.
Wow, we got all kinds of stuff tonight. It was like Christmas. Yeah, t-shirt, Tesi Switch. Yeah, to recap, parting thoughts, Terry, as I'll go through a montage and briefly interject. We got a t-shirt.
Not much other than I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is doing well with their YouTube channels. Again, like Dwight and others out there, keep up the good work, and that's about it.
All right, I'm going to have to explain the next one before Tom gets to do parting words. So, yeah, we got the cleaner. We got the Rainbow Machine, because why not? And a hip shot B-bender system with drop D as well. That's going to be fun. Bow, womp. Yep. Nice. Oh, excuse me. Did I forget something? Anything? Decals. Well, then it's the delivered to Amanda. Right, because I got to go and be a drum tech later this week and set up the drums.
So that was the story we never finished about putting the drums in the car.
Oh, so everything with the drums went all right earlier today?
Oh, yeah. I repacked them once I got here, for one thing.
Where were you sending the drums to?
Oh, I just dropped them at her place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got talking about
Cool. So it's
got
going to
off
be
topic.
Ben and Amanda, and they're going to
Oh,
do
yeah.
like their own version of White Stripes, except
Sure.
it'll be maple stripes.
We forgot the tone earrings.
Yeah,
Thanks
the
for the
Tony
reminder.
rings.
Mojo, thank you.
Nice. So you set it up in Amanda's basement or something?
Yeah, they're going in Amanda's basement. She's got quite the she's got her own little tone lounge going on. I'm just saying.
Oh, really?
Maybe she should next time she's on the channel broadcast from that area because she's got all kinds of infrastructure going on there.
Or even do it from her own channel.
Your tone henge setup, I like. It looks nice. The lighting's.
Yeah, turned out well.
I mean, you could tell someone that if you hung either one of those like two leading walls, hung like a sign, you could literally tell someone you're sitting in your music store, and broadcasting from your music store.
Yeah, it's just the corner with the amps.
Yeah.
Section.
Yeah, there's a couple of guitars over here because we'd never room for them across from me.
Nice hog rotten.
Nice hog rotten, exactly.
Oh.
Did we actually do parting words, Tom?
No. So the only parting words I have
turn.
is thanks, Terry, and thanks, Ben, for being here, man. It's been a blast tonight, but nothing other than that.
I'm not going to ask what's in Amanda's envelope. She can't even open that while I'm there. Oh, yeah. By the way, to recap, also special video out tomorrow. Just a little short one talking about drums, kind of, maybe.
Cool.
So 51 of you got the heads up on that one. Surprised to clear customs. Yeah, I'm always surprised, Rob. Always. Parting words from me. Thanks, everyone that tuned in. Again, thanks, new channel members. It's been quite a little run the last little while. That's awesome. Thanks, everybody that contributed. Shout out to my mod squad, of course. Of course, Terry 3 times, Brother Tom. And
yourself.
Thanks. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I hit the start and the stop. We'll go with that. If you tuned in late, watch the recap. And thanks to everyone that tuned in again last night. That was a good show. Never did get the info from Tank, but what are you going to do? You can email me. Maybe he did. I did check.
A big piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll throw this in last. This week, Seattle Kraken's expansion draft occurs. Some interesting big-name players up for grabs on teams that were exposed. Montreal Canadiens, Carey Price.
Is that his little boy?
Grandson.
Aww.
Oh, it's his grandson. Okay.
And it's okay, folks, because it's legal here. But yeah, they're Christmas trees. They just need to
wait in. Look, right there is good enough. Yeah, because you see more detail.
What's that, Tinkerbell?
Let's go right there.
We need to punch you in the jaw?
How long is that? How many weeks in?
I don't know, 12?
Wow.
Oh.
Those boys are going to be huge when they're finished. I mean, they're already that big.
Yeah. So demos out this week. Oh, yeah, the new LPD Pedals. I don't think we saw Lawrence in the chat tonight. Why? He's busy building up the rest of that run. Tom knows what I'm talking about. Unfucking Believable knows what I'm talking about. That pedal out this Friday. What do we do for Wednesday? You know what? There's probably going to be a share video because I am backed up in the workshop. We got to get some stuff moving through, some projects, both kinds, on the go, on through, which maybe we'll end up having a blooper reel out of that. Well, the whole damn thing's a blooper reel. Who else am I kidding on that one? I know you guys. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's busy building Simon's 87. He ordered an 87. That's right.
Simon, you got to do a video of that when you get that, man. I definitely want to hear that. He can cop all those Eddie licks.
Yeah. And Mayhem, I'll be talking to you this week. You guys I'll be talking to, Terry, Tom. So anyways, folks, as always, hold those doors open. Let that lady in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things, and good things will happen to you. Why? That guy's wife is real.
Doug is a real wife.
Doug has a real... She was right up there. Because that was funny last night. He's like, you were busy, Tom, on Halenville over on Fruitcake Tony's channel.
Right.
When I saw him, like, and this guy's wife's real. He goes, she's right there. Nope. There.
Oh, jeez.
Great.
It was great. Yeah, I was like, perfect. And don't litter. Don't litter. Recycle. Don't litter. Both. Even if you don't recycle, just don't litter. You know, because at least it's it's garbage. It's going somewhere. It's not just on the ground. Don't. So that's Terry. That's Tom. I'm me. Where's the ending? There's a closing. That's it.
There's Ben.
Bye.
That was spite.